companionship, friendship, relationships in our religion is like concentric circles. There is the outwardmost circle of fellow creation, fellow man, fellow humanity. What's the appropriate suhbah with fellow man and fellow humanity? Love, mercy, embodying the prophetic way, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. We have not sent you except as a mercy to all realms of creation, all realms of being, all realms of certainly the human family. And so mercy, service, futuwa, a willingness to uplift the other, irrespective of different creed, irrespective of different religion, irrespective of different, all the other criteria that differentiate the human family. No, but we are Bani Adam, and the Muslims are kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat linnas. You are the best of communities because you've been brought out for humanity, for the service, and to be mercy to humanity. And this is the essence of the way of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But then there's an inner circle of the ummah of the Prophet ﷺ, the ummah of ijabah, the ummah of people that have responded to the call of our Prophet ﷺ, have embraced his way with the two testifications of faith, and this is the Muslim ummah. And this has a special, it's a circle that's more internal than that outwardmost circle, like concentric circles. This is a closer circle of companionship. And so the proper companionship with the fellow ummah includes all of those things of mercy and service, but there's a deeper love because of the nur of iman, and there's a deeper service because of the nur of iman, the light of faith in the heart of every single Muslim, irrespective of whether they are on the orthodox sect or not of the orthodox sect. They're still in the ummah of our Prophet ﷺ. Their life is sacred, their property is sacred, their good name is sacred, and we have a disease right now in the ummah of people misunderstanding sectarian differences, and because of that, it's leading to immense bloodshed. And this is a disease that has plagued the ummah. And we ask Allah Ta'ala to cure us of this disease. So the appropriate relationship with the ummah of the Prophet, everyone in the ummah of the Prophet ﷺ, is a deeper love and a deeper mercy and a deeper recognition of sanctity, the hurmah of the believer, which has a greater sanctity than the Kaaba itself. But we began the conversation with the path to Allah. There is an even nearer circle. There is an even nearer circle that within the ummah, because the ummah has the good and the bad. The ummah has, like any other group of human beings, not everyone is a saint. And so we should seek out the saints amongst the ummah. We should seek out the saints amongst the ummah. In other words, we have a general friendship of, like we said, the outwardmost circle, fellow human beings. Love, mercy, service. There's a nearer circle of fellow members of the ummah, a more intimate, a deeper respect of the sanctity because of the nur of iman. Although there is sanctity for all fellow human beings, based off of peaceful coexistence, which is again from the essence of the prophetic way, but a deeper realization of the hurmah and the sacredness of the believer, irrespective of what type of opinions, whether correct or incorrect, they might have within their understanding of our religion. But ultimately our goal is Allah. And for the goal of Allah, and to be on the tariq in Allah, the path of drawing near to Allah, we need physicians of our hearts. We need people in that innermost circle within the ummah, people who are of not only sound creed and sound practice, but sound spirituality. And these are the awliya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are the people that are closest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we know this from Revelation. Ala inna awliya Allah لا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون الذين آمنوا وكانوا يتقون. Verily the friends or the saints of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no one needs to fear for them. لا خوف عليهم. No one needs to fear for them. ولا هم يحزنون. Nor shall they grieve. الذين آمنوا. Those people of deep conviction. وكانوا يتقون. And they were ever seeking increased taqwa. وَكَانُوا يَتَّقُونَ. Allah Ta'ala did not say, الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَاتَّقَوْا, the people that had iman and had taqwa. No, الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَكَانُوا يَتَّقُونَ. This is constantly working on improving their taqwa. These are the people that we should seek for our intimate companionship. These are the people that we should seek to really cultivate a spiritual bond that will elevate one another towards this path to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in this light, on this note and in this light, one of our masters, Amr ibn Uthman al-Makki, he says, "Man sahiba nafsahu Whoever keeps company with himself alone, meaning they don't seek out this inner circle of people who uplift their states, who empower them to draw nearer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to be on this path of drawing nearer to Allah, they don't have these people to uplift them. Man sahiba nafsuhu, they're alone in that inner circle. They might have friendship on those outer two circles, but in terms of their intimate companionship with people of rank with Allah that can elevate them, they're missing this. Man sahiba nafsahu, sahibahu al-ujub. It's only pride that shall accompany such a person. Whoever is vacuous in this innermost circle, then their only companion will be pride. Al-ujub. Because whatever gifts they have from Allah, they will ascribe it to themselves. This is because of my hard work. This is because of my expertise. This is because of my knowledge. This is because of my talents. This is because of my resume. This is because of my achievements. This is because of my. Sahibahu al-ujub. So his companion is what? Spiritual pride. And so he's not on the path to Allah. But look what the master, Amr ibn Uthman, rahimahullah, he continues to say. What's the contradistinction? He says, وَمَنْ سَحِبَ أَوْلِيَاءَ اللَّهِ. But whoever has the companionship in this innermost circle of the people that are close to Allah, وُفِقَ لِلْوُصُولِ إِلَى الطَّرِيقِ إِلَى اللَّهِ تَعَالَى. Allah gives him success. Allah gives him tawfiq, wufiqa, to arrive, to at least begin, just to make it to this path. وُفِقَ لِلْوُصُولِ, not to Allah immediately, إِلَى الطَّرِيقِ إِلَى اللَّهِ تَعَالَى. He is granted success to arrive at least to be on the path of drawing nearer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is the secret of at-taqarrub ila Allah in our community from day one. And the companions were not do-it-yourself, people of do-it-yourselfism, where they just took the teachings and figured out on their own how to, no. The people who were the best of the companions were those that had the most intimate company with the best of creation, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And in fact, the shared quality that they all have after Iman is suhbah. What are they called? They're called sahaba. Allah be pleased with them all. And so this is the key to our religion in terms of this innermost circle of how do we get on the path of drawing nearer to Allah Ta'ala. This is through the suhbah of the people that are above us in spirituality, above us in ethics, above us in understanding the sunnah in all of its dimensions. And so what happens then when such a person has at least begun this path? You know, what's once they find this path through beautiful company of this innermost circle, what's the way that they start treading the path? How do they start drawing nearer to Allah Ta'ala? And so what has been called the fuel of the journey. Now they're on the road, but are they moving or not? What's the fuel to see if one is actually moving along on the path of drawing near to Allah? This is tawbah. This is tawbah. The fuel of moving further down the road and drawing near to Allah is something that always has to be there in the life of the believer, which is to turn back to Allah in apologizing. To apologize to Allah and to have remorse for the way we are. And this is something that is constant in the life of the believer. To this extent that our Prophet taught us, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in the authentic hadīth, not a day went by except he was making tawbah 70 to 100 times a day, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Despite the fact that he had no sin, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, despite the fact that he was protected from Allah, infallible, unable to commit sin, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because of the divine isma that was given to him, he makes tawbah, seeking Allah's forgiveness 70 to 100 times a day. And so what is the lesson for us? Look at ourselves. Look at ourselves, wherever we are. Is there tawbah or not? Is there genuine tawbah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Because if there's no tawbah, then even if we might have found that path, we're not moving. It's like the car stuck on the side of the road. The car that's stuck on the side of the road, you might know where the road is, but you can't go anywhere. There's no fuel in the tank. What's the fuel? Asking Allah for forgiveness. And what are the conditions of tawbah? The conditions of tawbah, A, to stop the sin. And Imam Nawawi and others have said that the ulama have said it is an obligation, a religious obligation to make tawbah for every single sin. And how imperative is this? And this is part of the fabric of the personality of the believer. Every single sin, it's obligatory to make tawbah. And so firstly, to stop the sin. Secondly, to be committed, to resolve in the heart not to repeat it. And third and most important, the heart of tawbah is to have genuine remorse, is to apologize to Allah. Ya Allah, I'm sorry. To actually feel bad. And this is one of the most difficult things when the person has sinned, especially if it's something they've persisted upon. Because they feel like, what's the point? I'm so deep, stuck in the mud. What's the point? But then at this point, they need to realize how much Allah loves tawbah. It is at those moments where we feel so bad about how we are, when we feel so gross about our mistakes, when we feel so gross about our mistakes, this is the time we have to recall the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Wallahu afrahu bitawbati ahadikum, bitawbati abdihi min ahadikum saqata ala ba'irihi wa qad adallahu bi ardin falat, aw kama qala sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That Allah is more overjoyed. Lallahu afrahu. Allah is more, the word means excited, although Allah is transcendent above emotion. Allah is more overjoyed at the tawbah, at the repentance of His servant, than one of you if he were lost in the desert and his camel with all of his provisions, his survival, his very survival in the desert runs away from him. And he is in a moment of despair without food or drink, realizing he's about to die. And he goes to the shade of a tree in utter despair. And as he sits down, realizing this is his final breath, his final remaining breaths in the vast desert without food or drink, as he's in that moment of realization, he turns, lo and behold, there's the camel, replete with its food and drink. And this person is so excited when he sees the camel, he says, Allahumma anta abdi wa ana rabbuk. Oh Allah, you are my servant and I am your Lord. Akhta'a min shiddatil farah. The Prophet comments, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he made the mistake of saying Allah is the servant and He is the Lord because he was so intensely excited about finding the food and drink. That intensity of the joy in his heart made him slip the tongue with the most gross slip possible. Allah is more excited, more overjoyed with our tawbah than that person. Subhanallah. This is the gift of tawbah. And so no matter how bad, how gross, how ugly, how disgusting the slip might have been, the trip might have been, the sin might have been, however long we might be persisting, realize that Allah's joy awaits you. And what greater gift is that, especially as we approach the blessed month of Ramadan. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفر الله إن الله غفور رحيم.